into my kitchen. Benvinja mia cucina. I wasn't gonna make sweetbread this year. I haven't been feeling good, but my mother-in-law gave me a recipe from one of our friends, and she says that she made the best sweetbread. And I've been wanted to make this sweetbread, so I'm gonna try it. It's just a few more days before Easter, and I figure I gotta have some sweetbread for Easter. There's nothing, if I don't have sweetbread for Easter, it just doesn't seem right. So anyway, so I'm gonna try to do my mother-in-law's friend sweetbread. So it asks for 5 pounds of flour. Hers is the 5 hauses. I can't find 5 hauses, so I'm just gonna use King Arthur. I have 4 cups of sugar, 1 pound of butter. I have here 1 dozen eggs. It asked to leave 1 behind because we're gonna mix with the yeast. I have 3 tablespoons of yeast, 1 tablespoon of salt. I need some lemon extract, 1 cup of warm water, and on my stove I have 2.5 cups of milk, and I just took the zest just of 1 lemon. It doesn't ask, but I love sweetbread, it's gotta have lemon. So I have it there to heat it up. So let's see how this sweetbread, I mean, everybody raved about this sweetbread, so I'm gonna see how it comes out. So first of all, it says warm water, and then beat 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 of flour. So I need 1 tablespoon of sugar and then 1 of flour. I've been really down for this last couple weeks. I went to Idaho and I came back and I haven't been feeling good ever since, and I wasn't going to do sweetbread, but I've been actually craving sweetbread, believe it or not. And then it says crack 1 egg and beat 1 egg with this. So that's what I'm going to do. So then into this, I'm going to add my 3 tablespoons of yeast. Beat it well and leave it aside. Okay, that's mixed well. Okay, I have my milk. It needs to boil, and then it says, okay, the milk, you need to put it to boil with the butter and the salt. So I'm going to put my salt, and I'm going to put 4 cubes of butter. We've been had really hard couple weeks. Not only I went to Idaho to see my grandkids, came home sick. Don't know what was it, but I was not feeling good at all. Okay, so into the mixer, I'm gonna add my eggs. What it says. Okay, I need beat the eggs with the sugar for 1 hour. I don't know if I have 1 whole hour, but so I'm gonna beat this for 1 hour. Anyway, like I said, I came back from Idaho and I haven't been feeling good. Just weak, no energy, don't want to eat, got tested for COVID, none of that stuff. So it's time just flew away. And then a week ago, we lost a dear friend. He was like a father to me and to my kids. I've known him since I was 5 years old. He wanted to adopt me when I was 5, and suddenly we lost him. So it's been really hard. So my heart has really not been in making sweetbread. But I know that's something he enjoyed it. Brought joy to him. And I've been craving sweetbread. Never do I crave sweetbread, but I've been craving sweetbread, so I figured I would make this. So I'm gonna beat this here for an hour, and then we'll see what happens. Friends, I made a boo-boo. I thought I was recording. It didn't record. So I beat the eggs with the sugar for 45 minutes. It became like almost like a paste. That's how it got to. And then I add my milk and my the milk, the butter that were melting and they were cool. Then I add my my yeast mixture to my dough, and then I add the eggs. When I realized I wasn't recording, this is what it looks like. I just mixed it. You can see it kind of separates itself, and you'll see why this might be fluffy. So now, so anyway, after you mix everything, now we're gonna let it rest for, she says, 1 hour, and then we're gonna give a hand. We'll do some flips, and then let her rise till it doubles in size. So I'm gonna leave here, I'm gonna put actually in my oven for about maybe half hour, not the full hour, because my oven keeps it warm. And then I'm gonna give a hand and then I'll... Okay friends, it has been a couple hours since I made this. It's been in my oven, and now I'm gonna shape it. And I could have let this rise a little bit more, but I'm gonna let it rise longer on the pans instead of in the bowl, because I got more time for this. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I started this late, and I wanna bake it today. So I'm gonna keep it in my oven, and then later on before I go to bed. So I'm only gonna make four loaves, because I don't want a lot of sweetbread. Everybody got sweetbread, so I just want for a couple people. And I get my hands wet because it makes it easy not to stick. The dough is beautiful. I'm gonna put this one in a smaller one. I will make another video with this recipe, so I will show the whole process, because I thought it was recording when I was mixing and it wasn't. That's when you know you're tired. Okay, I got a small one. I'm gonna put it in another bowl. I want to make a small one because before I go to bed, I'm gonna eat one. I like to eat it hot, like my mom used to do it for us. So I'm gonna put it in this, and then I have eggs. I'm gonna put an egg on each one. And then I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna cover, and then I'll put it in the oven for a couple hours on proof, so I can bake it before I go to bed. Friends, It is late. It is 8 o'clock. And I had to go visit a friend. And now I'm gonna bake my sweetbread. So it's been rising for at least 3 hours. And look how beautiful this looks. So now I'm gonna brush with egg wash, which is just egg and a little bit of water, not much. And I'm gonna bake. My husband is in bed, and I can't wait to have some sweetbread with some milk, hot sweetbread with milk. So anyway, I turned my oven at 325, and I'm gonna bake all the sweetbread. And then I'll show you when it's all done. These are flush. That's what we make this for Easter with the egg in the middle. Some of you have asked for me to show this. This is an easy recipe, and this is a recipe that was given me by my mother-in-law's friend, and I've been wanting to make her recipe because I've heard so much good stuff about it. So I'm kind of anxious to see how it comes out. I didn't have any intentions of making sweetbread, especially at the last minute, but here it is. Brush with all the egg wash, and as soon as my oven is done preheating, I'm gonna bake this, and then I'll show you. Here it is, friends, my sweetbread. It took an hour to bake, and I was so tired that I couldn't record no more. I hope you give it a try to this recipe. It was very easy, and it came out wonderful. Have a good day.